Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So Ibn Aqeel continues and he says, وَمِنْهَا كَيْ وَتُوصَلُ بِفِعْلٍ مُضَارِعٍ فَقَطْ مِثْلُ جِئْتُ لِكَيْ تُكْرِمَ زَيْدًا. That of those موصولات حرفية, there is kay, and this is the third one he's talking about. He says that it connects to a fi'l mudari only. So it only connects to a fi'l mudari. Yeah? And he gives an example. He says, جِئْتُ لِكَيْ تُكْرِمَ زَيْدًا. I came so that you honor Zayd. Or it could be, you came. Ji'ta. And another thing, keep in mind, that this kay, there will always be a harf jar before it. The lam. Right? And the lam, the harf jar, it'll either be there, like it is in this example, likay, or either it won't be there. And if it's not there, then you have to assume a lam harf jar there. Do you understand?
No.
For example, aslamtu kay adkhul al-jannah. Aslamtu kay adkhul al-jannah. It's actually aslamtu likay adkhul al-jannah. Okay, and how would you change this into masdar? It's simple. Basically, you'll just do the same thing that we did before. Okay, and you will say ji'tu likay tukrima zaydan will be assumed as ji'tu li ikramika zaydan. Ji'tu li ikramika zaydan. And in aslamtu kay adkhul al-jannah, you will say aslamtu lidukhuli al-jannata. Aslamtu lidukhuli al-jannata. And al-jannata will be the maf'ul for dukhul. And over here zaydan will be the maf'ul of ikram. And then the fourth one, he says وَمِنْهَا مَا. And of those موصولات حرفية is ma. Okay, and this is the fourth one. And he says, وَتَكُونُ مَصْدَرِيَّةً ظَرْفِيَّةً. And it is a masdariyah, it's a ma masdariyah which is also zarfiyah. It's ma masdariyah which is also zarfiyah. The zarf that it will be exclusive to is time. The zarf that it will be exclusive to is time. Okay, not place, but what? Time. Evidence of that. Yeah. For example, لا أصحبك ما دمت منطلقا. لا أصحبك, I will not accompany you. ما دمت منطلقا, as long as you remain walking. For that period that you remain walking, I am not going to accompany you. So you see, ما دمت منطلقا is assumed as مدة دوامك منطلقا. Because the ma, it's got the meaning of mudda in it. Because it's a masdariyah, and that's why we said dawam, and it's also zarfiyah, that's why we said mudda. So the zarfiyah part is manifesting by the word mudda, and the masdariyah part of it is manifesting by dawam. Do you understand this? Okay, then he says وَغَيْرَ ظَرْفِيَّةٍ. And it is masdariyah which is not zarfiyah. So the ma, it is وَتَكُونُ مَصْدَرِيَّةً ظَرْفِيَّةً وَغَيْرَ ظَرْفِيَّةٍ. It's atafun to masdariyatan zarfiyatan. That it can come as a masdariyah zarfiyah, and it can come as a masdariyah which is not zarfiyah, just masdariyah, like an is masdariyah. Yeah? So just like that as well. For example, عَجِبْتُ مِمَّا ضَرَبْتَ زَيْدًا. I am amazed by you hitting Zayd. Okay, because when you said La ashabuka ma dumta muntalikan, you meant that I will not accompany you. And my accompanying, it will not be for the period. For this period. Yeah, so you see that's why muddata dawamika muntalikan is all the zarf of La ashabuka. It's the zarf of it. Whereas mimma darabta zaydan, this is not the zarf of ajibtu, this is muta'alliq to ajibtu, and the ma over here is not zarfiyah, it is masdariyah. And what you mean here is that I was amazed by you hitting Zayd. So over here you're going to say ajibtu min darbika zaydan. That's what you're assuming here. Ajibtu min darbika zaydan, not min muddati darbika zaydan. Just min darbika zaydan. Because the ma is not zarfiyah. Everything understood here? Then he says, وَتُوصَلُ بِالْمَاضِي. And it is connected to the fi'l mazi, كَمَا مُثِّلَ, like the example has already been provided. وَبِالْمُضَارِعِ. So it will connect to a mazi, and it will also connect to mudari'. Nahwu, for example, لا أصحبك ما يقوم زيد. So the first example that he gives is the example for ma masdariyah zarfiyah. And he's going to give another example after that again. So he says, لا أصحبك ما يقوم زيد وعجبت مما تضرب زيدا. You see, over here is giving examples where the first one, the ma masdariya zarfiyya has come upon a fi'l mudari, which is yaqumu, and the second one where the ma masdariya, only the masdariya one has come upon a fi'l mudari as well. So he's showing that this ma, whether it's masdariya zarfiyya or whether it's masdariya ghair zarfiyya, it can come on a fi'l mudari as well. Do you understand this? However, later he's going to also say, right, that when it does come on a fi'l mudari, it's rare that it comes on a fi'l mudari without a lam. Without what? A lam. Because most of the times it will come on a fi'l mudari with a lam. On a fi'l mazi it will come without anything. As for fi'l mudari, most of the times it will come with a lam. Is understood? Yeah. So he says, La ashabuka ma yakumu Zayd, I will not accompany you as long as Zayd stands. So as long as Zayd is standing, I will not accompany you. Yeah. So what you're saying here is, La ashabuka muddata qiyam Zaydin. Everybody understood that? Then he says, وَعَجِبْتُ مِمَّا تَضْرِبُ زَيْدًا, I was amazed by you beating Zayd. In other words, عَجِبْتُ مِنْ ضَرْبِكَ زَيْدًا. And then he says, وَمِنْهُ, meaning, and of the ma which is connected to the af'al is this ayah. بِمَا نَسُوا يَوْمَ الْحِسَابِ, where it comes in the Quran in Surah Sad. Yes? إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَضِلُّونَ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ لَهُمْ عَذَابٌ شَدِيدٌ بِمَا نَسُوا يَوْمَ الْحِسَابِ. Yeah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that indeed those who have deviated from the path of Allah, for them there is a severe punishment because of their forgetting the day of account, the day of judgment. Have you understood? So bima nasu means binisyanihim. So first he talked about that it connects to a fi'l, and the fi'l can be a fi'l madhi and it can also be a fi'l mudari. So in other words, after the ma there can be a jumla fi'liya khabariyya. However, it does not connect to amr. It does not connect to amr. Okay, so the ma masdariya zarfiyya or just ma masdariya, yes, it does not connect to amr. It connects to madhi and it connects to mudari. As for an masdariya, it connects to madhi, mudari and amr. Yeah, so remember this, okay? Just in case, because we talked about an and it connected to amr, remember? So you might get confused, you might do qiyas on that. So I just want to clarify that. Even though he didn't mention it, he didn't mention amr, did he? That already tells you that it's not connected to amr. But because there's no emphasis for that, you may think that he just missed it out. Is that understood? So that's why I thought I mentioned that, alright? And now he's going to go further and talk about ma coming upon a jumla ismiya khabariyya. So it connects with the mazi wa bil mudari'i wa bil jumlatil ismiyati. In other words, wa tusalu bil mazi wa bil mudari'i wa bil jumlatil ismiyati. And it also connects to a jumla ismiya. For example, عَجِبْتُ مِمَّا زَيْدٌ قَائِمٌ, that I was amazed by Zayd's standing. Over here you're going to deal with ma like you deal with anna. Remember anna had an ism and khabar? Remember qiyamu Zayd? Like that you're going to say عَجِبْتُ مِنْ قِيَامِ زَيْدٍ. So when there's a jumla ismiya after the ma, you have to deal with it like you deal with anna. And those three situations I told you about anna, that if after anna there is a mushtaq as the khabar, then you make that into masdar. The same thing applies here. Similarly, if the khabar is a jamid, like remember, anna zaydan rajulun, remember that one? Yeah. So kawnu zaydin rajulan. So we're going to deal with that in the same way here. And the third one was if it was a zarf, again you bring kawn. So those three ways that you dealt with anna, we're going to deal with ma as well. When it's a jumla ismiya. Have you understood? Wala ashabuka ma Zaydun qa'imun. Over here, ma is zarfiyya. So it's masdariya zarfiyya. That I will not accompany you as long as Zayd is standing. Meaning, la ashabuka muddata qiyami Zaydin. Have you understood? Wa huwa qalilun. Meaning that it connecting to a jumla ismiya is not very common. It is qalil. It's rare. Yeah, it's little. It's not very common. Okay. وَأَكْثَرُ مَا تُوصَلُ الظَّرْفِيَّةُ الْمَصْدَرِيَّةُ بِالْمَاضِي أو بالمضارعي المنفي بلم. That most of the connecting of the zarfiyya masdariya is with the mazi or with the negative mudari, negative with lam. For example, لا أصحبك ما لم تضرب زيدا, I will not accompany you for the period of you not hitting Zayd. You understand? I will not accompany you for the period of you not hitting Zayd. How would you interpret this? You will interpret this as لا أصحبك مدة عدم ضربك زيدا. Have you understood that? Then he says ويقل وصلها أعني المصدرية بالفعل المضارع الذي ليس منفيا بلم. And it is rare. What's rare? It connecting. What do I mean? Who's connecting? The masdariya. You know the ma masdariya? That I'm talking about. He says that it is rare that it connects to a fi'l mudari which is not manfi with the lam. Do you understand? It's rare that it does that. Remember in the beginning he just said that it was connected with the mazi, mudari, because he was just telling you from the outset then. And now he's going into a bit detail. Have you understood? Right? For example, he says, لا أصحبك ما يقوم زيد. Remember this example he gave in the beginning as well? Yeah? So he says, لا أصحبك ما يقوم زيد. Yeah, this he goes is rare. Okay? لا أصحبك, I will not accompany you for the period of Zayd's standing. ومنه قوله, and he says, of this concept is the statement of the poet. أطوف ما أطوف ثم آوي إلى بيت قعيدته لكاعي. أطوف ما أطوف ثم آوي إلى بيت قعيدته لكاعي. That I go around, I wander around, I search for sustenance. And أطوف over here, the waw with the tashdid from bab taf'il, it is in the meaning of mubalagha. So أطوف in that case, أطوف means I go around, and أطوف means I go around a lot. I go around a lot, meaning I wander a lot, I go all over the place. ما أطوف, as long as I go around a lot, as long as I go around all over the place. ثم آوي, then after doing that, what do? I take refuge, I take residence. Yeah, awa ya'wi means to take residence or take refuge. Okay. ثم آوي, then I take residence. إلى بيت, to a house. Who is resident, meaning the one who sits there all day long, the one who's there all day long. قعيدته, the female resident of the house. مقول لها. Yeah, it doesn't say that there. But lakai is the maqula. Is what? The maqula. Because you know why? Because the word lakai, even though it's a bad word, a derogative statement, okay, for a woman, which means imbecile, it means idiot, it means fool, okay. So and this word lakai is used when you call only. That's when it's used. When you call, so you'll say, you use lakai as ya lakai, oh imbecile, oh idiot. Is understood? Ya lakai. So he's saying that, you know, the woman of the house, after my traveling, I take residence to a house, yeah, in which there is a woman who is called oh lakai. So anyway, أطوف فعل, أنا is file, ما is مصدرية ظرفية, أطوف is فعل, أنا is file, file become a جملة فعلية خبرية, and then becomes بتأويل المصدر, right? And then becomes the مضاف إليه of مدة. Because remember, أطوف ما أطوف in the meaning of أطوف مدة تطويفي أو مدة طوافي. أطوف مدة تطويفي أو مدة طوافي. طوافي is a مضاف إليه, or تطويفي is a مضاف إليه, and becomes the مضاف إليه to مدة. المدة takes its مضاف إليه and then becomes the ظرف of أطوف, the مفعول فيه of it. Have you understood? Yeah, مدة. So أطوف then فعل and a file takes its مفعول فيه, becomes the جملة فعلية خبرية, and then becomes معطوف عليه. ثم is حرف عطف. آوي, أوا يأوي. Yeah, آوي is واحد متكلم فعل مضارع. آوي, then I take refuge, then I take residence. آوي فعل أنا فاعل, إلى إذا في جر, بيت is موصوف, قعيدة is مضاف, who is مضاف إليه, مضاف إليه becomes مبتدا. لقائي is the munada of the hidden harf nida, ya. You got that? Okay. So laqai is the munada, and ya harfun nida assumed is the harfun nida. Ya laqai. Okay, but there's no jawabun nida here. Meaning, why is he calling her? Is understood? Alright. So the harf nida is in the place of ad'u, isn't it? And laqa'i is in the place of the maf'ul of the ad'u. So fa'il and the maf'ul become a jumla insha'iyya because of being nida, and then becomes the maqula of the hidden ism maf'ul, which is maqulun. Yeah? Because this is the sentence. قَعِيدَتُهُ مَقُولٌ لَهَا يَا لَكَاعِي. قَعِيدَتُهُ مَقُولٌ لَهَا يَا لَكَاعِي. Is understood? Alright, so maqulun, the ism maf'ul, takes its maqula, the maqula which is ya laka'i, because that's the maqula, that's what's said. And lam is fi jar and ha is majroor. Jar and majroor is muta'alliq to maqulun. Maqulun takes its muta'alliq and takes its maqula and becomes the khabar of qa'idatuhu. Mubtada and khabar becomes the jumla ismiya khabriya, and then that jumla now altogether becomes the sifa of baytin. Jar and majroor then becomes muta'alliq to awi fail and a file, and the muta'alliq becomes the jumla fi'liya khabriya, and then becomes the ma'tuf to utawifu ma utawifu.
So how do you translate this altogether?
Yeah, so look, utawifu. So the translation again is utawifu, I wander around, I search for sustenance, I go out and about, as long as I do this. Thumma awi, then what I do is after that is I come home. Right? Awi, I take refuge, I take residence. Ila baytin, to a house whose permanent resident, the one who stays there all the time, whose permanent resident is called or is said to her, O laqa'i. You get it? So it's describing the resident, the permanent resident of the house, by saying that this permanent resident is one who is called with this word all the time. Oh laqa'i, that's what this person is called. So that shows you how bad this person is. So he's talking about his wife probably. Yeah, most probably he's talking about his wife. And I think he's not having a very good relationship. Yeah, he's probably had some problems. So I mean, I can't judge the poet. I don't know the whole situation. Alright. Have you understood? Yeah. Alright, anyway. So the point over here was that ma masdariya zarfiyya here, it has come upon a fail mudari which does not have a lam, and Ibn Aqeel was making a point. He was saying that when it comes upon a fail mudari, it will most of the times have a lam, but occasionally it may not have a lam as well. And that's what the purpose of this point was. Do you understand that?